Absolutely, Filios. And if they actually remember this time, a saucer plate. He needs his milk. If you loved our show, a penny, a 1, a 5, a 10. If you hated our show, write your comment on the memo line of a blank check, put it in my hand. I'll make sure Filios never teaches again. But you didn't come here to watch me talk, and unfortunately, as dictated by some of our people, Filios, come back out here. Yes. You're a scribe, scholar, scriptorium, librarian, what the heck ever. Yes. Do your job for once. While you have balls hitting you in the face, teach this lovely audience about weapons and armor properly. Make them want to stay.
Okay, folks, first, I'm going to ask you. Here's our weapons lineup. If you have a specific one that you have a question about, please point it out. Otherwise, I'm just going to start pulling them out and giving them.
Hey, try. Shut up.
So are you curious about any?
Try.
Pull it out!
The Lord said shut up. All right. I need 2 volunteers. All right, Scribe, start talking.
Okay, now, this sword right here is one of the blades that I wield in the list. It is a shamshir. It is a Persian saber type, commonly known as a scimitar by the Western world. Scimitar being basically a name for a non-Western curved weapon. Now, what this blade is good at is slashing and hacking. So, slash. It's long enough I can keep her at a distance. However, if she gets in close,
Get in close. Get in close.
Let him go.
if she gets in close, see how this inner curve follows the curve of my body? I can push her back with it. Now, if she did an overhead,
And I'm wearing chainmail.
or do an overhead again,
Or Bodai.
that curve right there allows me to do a side thrust. Something you really can't do with a straight
Oh,
sword.
screw this.
I don't have armor on. So, very useful weapon. Good at long, keeping your enemy at bay, and also short quarters as well.
You're giving me a workout today.
Close quarters.
Oh.
Well, thank you. Now, this blade right here.
It's one that he hasn't used yet, so he don't know jack diddly about it.
Subjection. Now, the sword here, this is a type of Viking sword used by the Nordic peoples. So the Danes, the Norwegians, the Icelanders and Greenlanders,
And
and the
the Swedes.
Swedes and the Finns. Anyway, this sword is what you call blade heavy. That means that the momentum behind a swing, it's weighted towards the blade. Around this part right here.
Now you got
What this allows you to do is to hack and chop through armor. Specifically, the mail armor during this sword's heyday. The sheer weight of the sword can cleave
I'm a
through the
Christmas
chainmail.
tree.
It can also cause blunt force trauma. Yes, it is weighted enough that even if I don't get through her chain, I'll put your arm down.
Filios! We have something before you continue on. Are there any veterans in the audience today? Please stand up.
Sir. Please bring your lady with you. We have a special seat in honor for the vets.
Hold the balls for one moment, please. Are there any other vets in the audience today? Sir, what branch were you in? Marks, behind everybody. They still have yet to do that.
All right, lords and ladies, at this point is where I'm going to step in. I am the resident fire blader. Now, if you can listen up to me real quick, I'm going to give you some quick explanations of the fire show. We're going to be doing the fire show during this. Now, towards the end of the show, you're going to actually see Blaze get on fire. Yes, you might actually see us catch fire. That does not mean I need you running in here to deal with it. We will deal with it. We have everything that we need to take care of it. By all means, cheer, scream, yell, have fun with it. This is something brand new. This is something for the first time being brought into the list. So please, if you have any questions or anything, get with the firefighters after the show and talk to them. Also, one other thing I want to state, that although this is fun, this is a job for all of us. So if you can kindly sit in your hearts and put a 1, a 5, a 10, or whatever you can spare in our tip baskets towards the end of the show, we greatly appreciate it. Now, with that being said, I'm going to hand it back over to the resident loudmouth, and let's get the show on the road.
Filios, you've got 5 minutes. You better regale them with pick. Folks, we've got a variety of weapons. Point out which one you want to see and learn about.
And then you. And then afterwards,
If you want to learn about, please do not come up to the ropes. Please step back from the ropes, please. Okay. What this weapon is, use your outside voice, as in yell if you have to. They need to be able to hear you.
Yell at us so I can hear you.
What this weapon is basically a short stabbing spear, also known as a javelin.
Short javelin.
Short javelin, yes. Now, if you look at this design, it is almost a half and half design. That is, half handle, half blade. This makes this weapon a very versatile piece of armament, principally because you don't always have to block with the blade. You have this long section here where you can get an enemy's blow out of the way and come in with the stab.
Would you like to demonstrate that real fast?
Here, there. Of course, he dodged, so he's not skewered yet. Now,
Got bad depth perception. That's why.
now, if you notice, this has a point and it's double-edged. Those double edges mean I can also do slashing attacks and hacking attacks. So, believe it or not, the swords may be fancy, but this is one of the most deadly weapons we have in our collection.
Before we continue on to the real stuff, is there any other weapon or piece of armor you folks would like to learn about before we get to the hack and slash beat down? You want to get right to the sword fighting? You want to get right to the pain and torture? You want the scribe to shut his trap? God, I love this audience. Alabaster, get out of the audience and into this list properly.
I didn't think he'd see me this time.
Just because you're actually blending in for once doesn't mean you know how to do your job correctly.
But I stayed extra for the hiding.
And you just wasted all of your money. See, folks, instead of just having sword on sword, we have other things. The first most common weapon in that time, a quarterstaff, or in his case, the privy railing.
I needed a weapon. It was there. I just ripped it off.
Yeah, 'cause you couldn't stand up afterwards.
You didn't know that part of it.
Bodai, if you would.
All right, lords and ladies, we can get this started. Now, mind you, the louder you cheer, the harder they will fight. The better they will fight, and let's see.
telling me you are, you better do your job.
I repent.
If you, during our final fight, if you still have ammunition, please,
You want some?
if during the final fight, you still have ammunition, when the blades ignite, please do not throw the ammunition. They will light on fire, and that's hundreds of balls on fire going everywhere. That is not...
Thank you! Hey, I didn't see anything. Let's see it again.
More brutality!
You want more brutality, Filios?
Hey, I'm doing my job.
Well, he actually is.
All right, folks.
We're gonna have, while our audience, yes, alright, while the rest of our fighters are getting the ammunition back, Filios, you talked about a piece of weaponry. How about you talk about a piece of armor for once? It can be doubled as a weapon.
Well, one thing Jack got wrong is it's really, it can act as armor, but really, believe it or not, this is a weapon. This is a kite shield. Notice how it's shaped like a kite.
And he's actually flown this as a kite.
Yes,
You don't want to be there when it drops.
10 to 15 mile per hour wind, you can fly this thing.
Like this.
Now, if you notice, this has lots of points on it.
I need you to back away from the road.
So, in battle,
Off the fences, please. Stay in your
a
fences.
warrior can jab with it. Oftentimes, especially Germanic warriors, would sharpen this part of the blade. So with the swing, decapitation. With the jab, impalement. So this is a nasty weapon, considered a weapon first, defense second. Especially in the hands of a German. Like Lord Bodai.